we're leaving New Caledonia. So it's about 5 o'clock at the moment in the afternoon, Thursday afternoon, and we did all our clearances yesterday. So it was 3 things we had to do. First of all, had to go to immigration and tell them that we were leaving the country, and they'd stamp our passports. It took me 3 goes at that because I ended up going to the wrong place because I can't speak French very well, and then somebody told me the wrong place, and eventually I found it, and you had to press an intercom and go up a couple of flights of stairs. All the doors were locked and I thought I got it wrong. Found it, didn't take long. Next place was customs, that's down near the port. Then again, went to one place where I thought it was, and they had a look on Google Earth and they told me it was the other side of the city, and I said, oh, and I'm walking. So anyway, this girl dropped me off the other side of the city. It was the wrong place. Asked her around and it was actually next door to where I'd been. So back I go. Third visit was the port captain, and he was easy to find, but he wasn't there. And I spoke to the secretary and she said he'll be 10 minutes. And he was 10 minutes, and he came in, he spoke perfect English, and he says, I've just been addressing the Australian ship's crew that have just come in on a naval vessel. I said, righto. And he says, you want to leave the country? I said, yes please. All right. Stamp, 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 and off I went. Finished. So it took about 3 hours in the end, whereas it should have taken about an hour. Anyway, that was all the clearances done yesterday, and they give us 3 days, I think, to leave the country. So we've just reached Havannah Pass. We're doing just over 7 knots with motoring because we're going straight into the wind. Even though we've got about 14 knots, it's very calm seas, and I think the wind's going to die off even more during the night. So I don't know. I'm hoping that the wind's going to come around and be on our beam, and then we can put the sails up and keep going. But I'm not sure what it's going to do. Predict Wind's got it all wrong, of course. We've got 5 knots at the moment. We've got 15 knots, and they've got it from a different direction. So Mare's about 73 miles away now, so we should get there early hours in the morning, and it's about another 130 miles to the island of Tanna in Vanuatu, where we're going to. So we asked permission if we could enter Port Resolution, which is the bay on the eastern side of Tanna, and we sent emails off for 8-9 days ago. Didn't receive anything. Then I sent another email off a couple of days ago. I've got an email back. They sent it to my sat phone, but they sent all these files and it's too big, so I don't even know whether they've given me permission or not. So we'll just turn up there, and we've already told them we've got proof we've sent the email, so we'll take it from there. What they have to do is they have to send an official from the other side of the island at Lenikel to the eastern side of the island at Port Resolution, and we have to pay for him to come over, which takes about 4 hours by 4-wheel drive apparently. So and then we're getting there at the weekend, and we've requested a clearing into the country on the Monday. So we'll just see what happens. So we have to sit there all weekend waiting for our clearance, but we'll just see what happens. Otherwise we pay penalty rates for the weekend. So there you go. So left New Caledonia. Been a very good time as well, very enjoyable. Vanuatu awaits.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise.
I've just turned the port engine off. We've just got the starboard engine on now. Wind's dropped a little bit to 12 knots. I've got the head sail out, and we're pretty close on the wind, so we're about 50 degrees, I guess, true wind angle with this boat. We can't really bring the sails in anymore. We can't really go closer to the wind at the moment. So that's why the reason I've left this starboard engine on is just to push us to the port, because we're probably heading a bit further to the east or further south of Mare than I'd like. so it's pushing us that way, and we don't want to go that way. So we'll see how we go through the night with just the one engine running, see what the wind's doing. I think the wind's just going to drop off a little bit. Give it a go.
Building castles out of sand, reaching for the ground.
So we're going past the island of Mare at the moment, which is the most southern island of the 3 Loyalty Islands. We've gone about 70 miles from the coast of New Caledonia here, where we left Havannah Pass. We've still got about 140 miles to go till we get to Tanna.
Easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all. A bigger scale the world inhales as we go. I wouldn't want it any other way, no. Dreamy, breezy we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all. Dreamy, breezy we go. Easy.
So we're hoping to check in tomorrow, which is Monday. So I don't think officially, except they might be a bit more relaxed here, go ashore. So it's a day for doing the washing. And just have to keep an eye on the clouds because it might rain. Lily and her son Robert came over in their dugout looking to trade with us, and they only had vegetables with them, which we'd recently stocked up on. So we asked them if they could get any fruit at all. We were after some pawpaw and bananas, and they said no problems, they'll go and get it from their garden and come back later, which they did. So they bought the pawpaws and bananas, and we traded with a couple of t-shirts and some toothpaste and sugar. But they did ask for sweets because the kids always seem to want sweets, so we'll have to stock up on that.
Next week, sometimes.
Probably got enough. Yeah. Thank you. Tanna is 25 miles long and 12 miles wide, and it was originally settled by Melanesians. The glowing light from the Yasso volcano attracted Captain James Cook. Port Resolution was named after his ship HMS Resolution in 1774. He gave the island the name Tanna, which in the local language means earth.
Hello.
Some instruction.